And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Romero. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They run it with Balaj. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd down. That's Kohler. And it's a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Bobby Wagner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watching that, Marty. Marty. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a...
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Love. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Luck throwing again. And that is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Lock on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Luck on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. From the end zone, Locke. James has got it, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Here's Locke, looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Barrage. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So out now come the Redskins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone. Let's go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gone. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So we've reached the intermission and what right now is And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, here's Locke. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start with a give here to Balash. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
56. Lucky 56.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the run, Luck going to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Romero. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Third and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back now at FedEx Field. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check three. Switch! Switch! Wide! Get wide! Over!
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Lund, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Tight end right, tight end right. Four down.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Luck now on second down. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to take this. Back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Giants on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Right over there, right over there. Hey, Delta!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Rocket! Come on.
I got him. That's me. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time.
White!
To throw, Rivers. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's a run with Balaj. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Throwing, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.